Get in the game with the FanDuel Sportsbook app. Bet on the NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB, soccer, golf, MMA, and more. Every sport, every market, right at your fingertips. Deposit instantly with PayPal, Venmo, or Apple Pay, starting at just $10. Win big and cash out fast. PayPal in 24 hours or instantly at retail sportsbooks. Available in over 20 states, FanDuel's app is your ticket to the action. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app now.
Next is the first one is from Midcard Mark, and it's from New Bedford, Massachusetts. Subject is Vampiro, the most interesting man in the world. My question this week is simple. Do you guys feel that Vampiro's reputation as a artist was something that held him back in his career, or did it somehow even help? Midcard Mark, New Bedford, Massachusetts. Well, actually both, in my opinion, because it made him very entertaining because he had so many ridiculous things that talking about the ridiculous things he said is entertaining in itself. You would agree with that, right, Konnan?
Yes.
Okay. But, of course, it did help his career because nobody trusted him. It didn't help. Yeah. I mean, just the time is like, nobody trusts you a lick,
There's a story in Jericho's book where he thought at first, of course, he thought Vampiro was his friend, right? And he's acting like he's trying to help him out. And he recommends to Chris that he wears tights with like fur, like a fur line on it or something like that. And Chris is thinking to himself, that's horrible. Like, I'll get booed out of the building. No, you got to wear the fur. You got to put the fur on the tights. It's like, oh, this guy's just trying to set me up for a loss, or for a fall.
That's the story?
Yeah.
Joe, Joe comes with the scintillating stuff.
He was misleading a young Jericho.
Well, how does he know that?
Well, from later on interactions with him, he realized that this guy's two-faced,
The worst thing he did,
but that honestly could have been honest criticism, that specific.
The worst thing he did, I think, to Jericho was when he was the man in Arena Mexico and Jericho was getting a push. They wanted to put him and Jericho, and at one time, Chris Benoit as a team, and he ixnayed it, and they later found out. So those two guys always had heat with Vamp over there.
How did Vamp always have pull behind the scenes?
Because he was a draw. Bro, you know this very well, and for those that don't know, there's a difference between being a star, a superstar, and a draw. Not everybody's a draw. When you're a draw, you literally can do just like a boxer or anybody else. When you're a draw, you literally call your own shots.
Right.
Yeah.
But
that's what he did. I don't want to work with this guy. I don't want to do this show. If you don't pay me more, I'm not going to go into the ring. And you had to do what he said because he was the man.
Does he still do stuff like that? I know when he was in Vegas, DI, there was a variety of stories about him, coming in and asking for more money or causing trouble with venues and stuff. A few years ago, while we were doing the show, for sure.
Well, you tried to start a show with him. How did that go?
Right. We spent more time on the phone setting it up than he sent content in. I think he did two shows. But that's
how did you find your experience on a professional level working with the Vampiro?
I kind of expected it, but he did a show. It did all right.
If you expected it, then why would you do a show with him?
Joe, do this.
You got to take a chance every now.
Take a few seconds to think about this, right?
Yeah.
But describe your working experience with Vampiro in one word.
Typical.
To
go along with his reputation.
Interesting.
Yo, what's up? I just want to thank you guys for watching this clip. Don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And join our YouTube membership for hours and hours of exclusive, unedited, uncensored content. And being a member will help you get involved in our upcoming live streams. Thank you for your support. Thank you for riding with us. I know you got a lot of other podcast choices, be it wrestling or other ones. And thank you for picking us. Boom.